Hello there. Hello there. Hello there, 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 hello there. And welcome to Be in a Jar ASMR. I don't really know how to do my intro without my mic. It's been a while since I filmed a video like this in the Lofi vibe, and so I hope that the audio doesn't sound like I'm just going nowhere when I'm getting closer to the camera. I can't remember if my phone has like the 3DO thing where it picks up on different ends of the camera, like right, left. I don't know. I hope I'm not wasting my time with that, but you do. It's about the vibe. It's about the vibe. Anyways. Welcome to today's video. It's like the perfect vibe for filming this video today. I was actually going to film this a few days ago during sunset with golden hour, and it was very pretty, but I think I actually prefer the fact that it is raining today, so hopefully the background rain sounds nice. Where I was going with that, but we just got a nice chill atmosphere. I will say it is a bit brisk though, because it is still March, so I've got my leather on today just because came out here and I'm like, I really like the rain sound, so I don't have my heater running and all that. It's just, it's chill, literally, and metaphorically. Like, what's the opposite of literally? Anyways. I wanted to do a little like mini collection video because, my other videos I have these vast collections, and with this one I just thought that I would show you guys my little like mini CD collection. It is specifically CDs for my car, which is really where I listen to CDs the most. And what am I trying to say here? I just completely lost all of my thoughts, so you just watch them disappear. But anyways, when I first got this car, like 6 years ago now, I just went to Value Village and I loaded up on a bunch of CDs, and said I want to keep a stockpile in here just so I can listen to music. This was before I had like the Bluetooth thing set up in my car. And now, I just Bluetooth music from my phone to it, but because this is a 2005, it doesn't have an actual Bluetooth system set up in it, so I had to get some workarounds for that. But I still have a CD collection in here, which is always fun to just pop something in. I grew up listening to CDs all the time as a kid. My parents and I had like hundreds when I was growing up, but when we made a big move across the country, we purged all of them. But my dad burned every single CD to our computer before we got rid of them, so we have the digital copies. It's not the same though. It's not the same as the physical media or having like a big shelf with just, massive collection. We used to have like a big radio, and like a stereo system that had like an 8 CD disc changer, and you could just program in like whatever order you wanted and create playlists and all that. Like, it was very cool. But nowadays you just do it all on your phone, so yeah, kind of ruined the fun there. anyways, quick little side note, I found out in a very unique way that I have a like multi-CD disc changer in my car. Did not know that for the first couple of years of owning my car. Then I accidentally pressed like the wrong button when I put in a CD, and it started like blaring Katy Perry, and I'm like, I don't listen to Katy Perry, what is going on? And apparently this CD player can hold like 8 CDs at a time, and the previous owner got all of their CDs stuck in this car. And so there are like 7 CDs in here that are from the previous owner, not mine, not even stuff that I would listen to. There's like a Lana Del Rey CD in there, there's like a best of Jefferson Starship, like very weird random stuff, and they're just stuck in there, so I can only play 1 CD at a time. I'm okay with that, but I find it very funny that there's just CDs stuck in my car for eternity. So what do you do? So one of the first CDs that I bought for this car specifically is Violator. lot of Depeche Mode. A lot of my new wave influence comes from my mom. She was very into new wave music back in the 80s, and I think she's kind of like started to pass that down to me in recent years. Been listening to more of like The Cure and like Depeche Mode and who else? Like New Order. I don't know, I haven't been listening to a lot of new wave lately, so it's kind of out of my mind. But this CD in particular, this album, I listened to constantly. This is probably one of my most listened to CDs in this car. I haven't popped it in a while because I just get kind of burnt out, and then I wait a couple of years, and then I get really back into an album again, and then I get burnt out, and then I wait a couple of years, and it's kind of a cycle, you know. But this album in particular, I listened to a shit ton of. Policy of Truth, track 7, my favorite. So good. Many fun memories of driving around on the back roads, just late night jamming that song. And I really love Blue Dress as well, and Clean. Of course, this has like Personal Jesus and Enjoy the Silence, so a lot of those big popular songs. But yeah, great album. Listen to a lot. Another album that I bought when I first got this car. Starflies. Funny thing is, I don't remember if my parents were really into Alice in Chains or not. Maybe my dad was, but I don't remember him listening to them very much when I was growing up. So I kind of discovered this on my own. I listened to Rotten Apple all the time. When I was a teenager, I just randomly discovered it. It's kind of how I discover my music, is I like listen to one song by a band and I just discover it randomly, and then I gradually like fall in love with the song, listen to it over and over again, then check out the rest of their discography, and then like just get really into them. And I've gradually over time been getting, more and more into Alice in Chains. Not as quickly as other bands, but I like a little taste here and there. I like to savor it because, they don't have a lot of music, so. But I love this album. I realized that, this is a very famous album. I picked this randomly off a shelf, not even knowing anything about it. I was just like, oh yeah, I know of Alice in Chains. Let me try this album. And it's so good. I'm really into like acoustic grunge. It just scratches an itch for me. And of course everyone talks about how great Nutshell is. Fantastic song, absolutely love it. Whale and Wasp is another really good one on here. Instrumental, very eerie, very like, I don't know, feels like something that should be like an interlude in a movie. I really like it. And then one of my favorites is I Stay Away. Just got such good harmonies. This album is such a vibe. It's so good. It's so good. And then here is actually one of the first CDs that I ever got as a kid. I think I got this for like my 7th Christmas or something like that. David Bowie, Hunky Dory. Probably one of my favorite albums of all time. I absolutely love this album. I listened to the shit out of it. I grew up loving David Bowie. A lot of that influence came from Labyrinth, but I also just listened to him all the time on the radio and fell in love with his voice. I had a karaoke game called SingStar that was on the PlayStation 2, and they had a few of his songs on there. One of them was Life on Mars, and the other one was Changes. And I fell in love with those songs, and then for Christmas my parents got me Hunky Dory, and I love this album. Still stands to be one of my favorites. I would say Quicksand is probably one of my favorites on here, but my top favorite is Oh You Pretty Things. It is so good. It has no right being this good. Andy Warhol is great. Like, every song on here is fantastic. It's so good. The Broadway Brothers, Queen Bitch, Feel Your Heart, God, Kooks. Like, it's crazy how good this album is, and it's one of his first albums, I think. I was very into this era of David Bowie in comparison to like when he started getting more like pop rocky, I guess, but still good. I will say this is another album that I bought just kind of randomly because I found it at Value Village. I did a lot of these CD runs at Value Village, and I just picked a bunch of bands that I knew of and I knew I liked a few songs by. I don't know this album very well, to be honest. Like at all. I'm looking at it, and I mean, obviously I know Californication, I know Other Side, Scar Tissue, and Around the World, but apart from that, the rest of these are mystery, so I should probably start listening to this one at some point. I do really like the Chili Peppers, but I'm not versed in, you know, their albums at all, just more specifically in certain songs. I really like Dark Necessities. It's a great one. This one is in some rough shape just because it's got stickers on it, but absolutely love Creedence Clearwater Revival, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Creedence Clearwater Revival. Kind of hard to say, to be honest. But this was actually one of the first records that I ever owned as well. I got that for Christmas, like getting close to 10 years ago when I got my first record player. But I love Creedence, just guilty pleasure, pop in. It's just like just harmless tunes. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just scratches an itch. Bad Moon Rising was always a song that I loved growing up. Let's see. I mean, like, you know, these are all just iconic. Hey Tonight is another one I just love. It feels like end credits to a movie. I don't know. So good. I Put a Spell on You, Proud Mary, Lodi, Green River, Down on the Corner. Although I will say, I think one of my favorites, oh god, which one is it? Oh, why can't I think? Is it Run Through the Jungle? It might be Run Through the Jungle. Run Through the Jungle. Yeah, I just love John Fogerty. I love his solo stuff as well. The Old Man Down the Road, great song. Here's another early on CD. My mom and I actually went to see Joan Jett and the Blackhearts a little over 10 years ago now. And it was an interesting concert. A lot of drunken middle-aged folks there, and it makes sense, you know, that's the generation, that's the era. I was a kid at the time, but my mom and I were really excited to be there because I got into Joan Jett as a teenager, and so my dad got me this CD, and there should be another one sitting here somewhere, in hopes that maybe I would meet her and have her sign them. We like kind of nearly got a chance to meet her after the show. She was very sick during this concert, unfortunately. She must have felt like shit, and so we did see her limo drive right past us. We were waiting out front, and I had the CDs, and you know, they passed by, and I'm thinking to myself, she was probably exhausted. She was not doing good through that concert, so I do not blame her for passing us by. No biggie. But it was cool just to be able to go to that concert anyways, just to experience that. God, I hate this. I keep finding CDs that just have like another CD underneath. There's like a relaxation CD stashed under here. Anyways, great album. It's a guilty pleasure though, because I don't really listen to Joan Jett as much anymore. It's very nostalgic, but I don't really get in the mood to listen to her stuff. It's very like teenager angsty kind of vibes, and I'm just not at that point in my life anymore. So it is very nostalgic to go back and think about being a kid and listening to that. Let's see. This has some stickers on it. My mom will recognize these stickers. It's a long story. But this is Nirvana's Nevermind, 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 Nevermind. I feel like everyone has to have this album. It's just kind of like one of those iconic albums, right? I will say I have to be in a particular mood to be able to, God, there's so much crap on this. Like, there's stickers on this, and there's just, like, hair stuck to it. I apologize. My car is not, like, pristine. But this is, you know, one of those bands that I have to be in the mood to listen to, because a lot of that angst, and I just don't really listen to a whole lot of, like, super angsty music, at least not at this point right now. And I feel like Nirvana just gets really overplayed. Iconic for a reason, but at the same time, I've heard so many of these songs so many times that I'm just like, okay, gotta take a break. Let's see. Here's a fun one. A little deep cut. The Congos. This is a band that I got into as a teenager, they had that one radio hit. It was like "Come With Me Now." That's like the rock band with the accordion. You know, listen to them, you'll know. I don't know how many people actually listen to this band. That's why I'm like, I don't know. I haven't heard many people that listen to them. And I kind of forgot about this CD till I looked at it now. But they're a cool band. I think they're a band of brothers. I don't know if their last name is literally Congos. I don't think that makes sense. Maybe? I don't know. But they've got some really good songs on here. Come With Me Down is great. I loved I'm Only Joking. Kids These Days is great. Sex on the Radio. There's a lot of really good songs in here. And it's just a unique band. I really like the sound of the accordion in music. So exciting, you know, finding a weird deep cut band like that. And then we have some R.E.M. I gotta check the time. Getting close for getting close to my time to vacate so that I go to work, which is no fun. That's no fun. But anyways, got some R.E.M. Another guilty pleasure. A lot of these CDs I have not listened to in a while, so these don't really reflect my current music taste. I'm realizing that now. So mostly just because the music that I listen to primarily is on my phone. I hate to say that. I want to start moving more towards physical media, but a lot of people don't like sell CDs anymore, which sucks. So have to just start, you know, burning my own. Anyways, but Drive is a great song. Love it. Is this just like this is an album? Okay. I don't know any other, oh, never mind. I was gonna say I don't know any other song on this album. Drive is the main one that I listen to. It's really good. It's just, I don't know. It's just got a very eerie vibe about it. And of course, Everybody Hurts is on this, but I don't know any other song on here. I have not listened to this album in forever. So, what do you do? Wow. That just kind of burned through most of the collection there. I have like 3 more. Talk about guilty pleasure. Imagine Dragons. I don't know why I brought these out here. I guess I thought it would be funny to show my, you know, changes through my music taste. I will say Imagine Dragons is still a guilty pleasure. Once in a while, I will have one of their songs in my playlist and I'm like, okay, no one's around. I'm gonna listen to this, you know. But this is like me when I was 12 and 13 and listening to them constantly, just jamming Radioactive like it was one of the most epic songs of all time. And bleeding out, like gaming to that and feeling so cool, and oh my god, it's so funny. Like every song on these 2 albums, very nostalgic. And it was funny because I started going through their music a couple months ago, and my partner was like, how do you know the lyrics to all of these songs? I'm like, dude, don't ask. I was like 12. I listened to it constantly. I don't know how it stayed stuck in there, but somehow it did. I mean, I'll probably be in an old folks home someday, and if someone puts on Radioactive, I'm still gonna know all the lyrics. I don't know how that works, but I will say Imagine Dragons was pretty good. I feel like after these 2 albums, I felt like they kind of careened a bit. Wasn't really my favorite, the direction they moved towards. Again, I'm finding another CD that I'm like, this is just not my music taste, and so, you know, again, I hope that, you know, you guys realize that this is not really my, I don't know, it is not an accurate depiction of the music that I listen to, but I wanted to make a video with one of my collections. I guess this means I need to revamp my collection, so maybe one of the next videos you see will be like a CD haul, so that I can get some new ones to replenish, because The Doors, love them, very nostalgic, but also very overplayed. Sometimes you just can't handle Jim Morrison's voice because it's a lot, and his energy's a lot. But really good still. I mean, I grew up listening to The Doors all the time. I love the classic rock, and this is some very like foundational rock music. And so, you know, like Hello, I Love You, Light My Fire, People Are Strange, these are some great songs. Touch Me, Love Her Madly. I do love Love Her Madly, that's a great one. I just love the organ a lot in their music. It's got a vibe about it. It's great. They have like a very warm feeling in their music. I really like that. But yeah, is there even a Okay, well, the Doors is not actually in here. If you want the Doors' greatest hits, you're gonna have to go through the Cars. The Cars' greatest hits. Well, that's where that CD went. Oh, that's sad. Oh well, I guess I'll find my Doors CD somewhere else. Hopefully it's somewhere around here. Damn. All right. Well, I do love the Cars. Inside on one of my shelves, like as a display thing, I have like the Cars' greatest hits CD case, and then I knew that the CD was somewhere else, but I did not know it was going to be in the Doors case. So what do you do? But I do love the Cars. I love the Cars. I love the Cars. I love the Cars. Just what I needed is a like serious nostalgia hit for me. Love that song. I thought it was very cute when I found out that my partner also grew up listening to the hell out of that song, so now we love listening to it together. Since You're Gone is probably one of my favorites. Very cinematic. You Might Think, Good Times Roll, Touch and Go, Drive, again, very cinematic. Tonight She Comes. I don't know if I know that one as much. I can't remember. Heartbeat City, though, is really good. So 80s, though. Let's Go, My Best Friend's Girl, Shake It Up, I'm Not the One, and Magic. Some great hits there, some great 80s hits. Well, again, I'm realizing that this collection doesn't really reflect what I'm listening to now, but at least you guys get to go through my CDs with me, and maybe I can purge a few of these. I mean, a lot of these are very nostalgic. I don't know if I'll hang on to like the R.E.M CD though, I'll be honest. Not really my thing. I don't know if I'll keep Nirvana or not. I know that might be like a sin to get rid of, but I just don't really listen to them that much. I don't know if I really need that album. We'll see. 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 Well, unfortunately, I have to go do adult things like go to work and make money to live. So I am going to vacate. I'm going to vacate. I'm going to vacate. I'm going to vacate. But thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed going through all of these CDs with me. I think I was going to call this like my CD collection, and then I think I might just call this like go through my car CDs with me, because, you know, I don't feel very proud of this collection, to be honest. There's a few gems in there, but apart from that, I'm like kind of a weird mix. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the vibe of today's video. I hope it was still tingly, despite like the lo-fi, and I hope like I'm talking at a good volume, that I'm not like too quiet, but I'm not too loud. I'm still trying to figure out like the soft-spoken thing, because I feel like I just end up talking like normally. Like I feel like a lot of this video I've just been talking normally like this, when I should probably be talking like this. So still figuring that part out. It's a lot easier for me to whisper because, you know, self-explanatory. But anyways, you're seeing me watch and learn. You're seeing me watch and learn. Watch and learn. You're watching me learn. Actually, that's more what this is. Anyways, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, take care, and until we meet again.